Ghana has only 9 years to ensure all citizens have access to high-quality healthcare as enshrined in the universal health coverage.
The President has a very clear vision of making healthcare accessible. For us to have universal health coverage by 2030, which is the goal, you need a lot of access.
We have deployed technology again to try to push technology across the precincts of all our hospitals.
Government says it is bent on ensuring every Ghanaian is able to access healthcare, no matter their location.
And when people are in the hospital, they're very, very vulnerable. So if you have leakages getting out of there, or medicines getting missing, or they are very impactful on life. And so you want efficiency in various things. You move one file from one, they give you a prescription, you get to the pharmacy, they should see it there. You don't have to carry one file from one department to another department, and so on.
This is the thinking that went into the ongoing digitization of health facilities across the country, and the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital has led the way. The strategic location of this hospital makes it accessible to people of the central and western regions and parts of the Ashanti region.
Well, the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital has leveraged on the Vice President's campaign for digitization across our country. We have then endeavored to build a robust ICT infrastructure to take advantage of this digitization agenda by the country. We deploy the Ghana Infrastructure Financial Management System for all our financial transactions. We are currently deploying the GILMIS, which brings some sanity and improvement in our supply chain activities. You have the HR softwares that deal with HR issues. And then most importantly, we have the Lightwave Health Information Management System, which is the latest that we engaged in since January 2018.
Now, all the teaching hospitals have been digitized now.
Unless it is an emergency situation, all patients first visit the hospital's medical records, where they present their small card with their details for their folders to be traced.
Previous one. And because at the end of the day, bones and I saying, a missing folder. Na ye who baby a ye dear share. Once a old file and sometimes a bit me a bar for any so. But see, this and your money in your hobby.
Digitization is in full force here at the medical records.
Your free old system, upon your system, this year you use LIMS. Until LIMS, we don't use the folders again. But sending penny bar, that's all the old card in the bar, ye, and yes, canny. Until the be our computer, so. It's only a coped, that's a doctor, no. Okuta LIMS normal, doctor in a beer, or for LIMS normal, no be pay, ni information in ours.
This has lifted a major burden off the shoulders of management of the hospital.
If you come to the hospital, you can't find your folder, all your patient records will be missing. It is very difficult for the doctor to go back. There's no evidence you've even been here before.
In the consulting rooms, doctors are able to probe further based on the availability of patients' previous history.
You can get to read even the previous medications that the patient is on, you will see it. So in case the patient came to the hospital and then forgot to bring his medication, you'll be able to see that and identify it on the system. So it makes work easier, and then in terms of patient records, it's also easier for the doctor to be able to get the records and then read about the patient.
All patients leave the consulting room with two options: to either go for labs or the pharmacy for drugs. Courtesy this technology, even before the patient gets to any of these, their details are already available. Samuel Anane is one of the hundreds of patients here today. We decided to follow him right from the consulting room. He requires no laboratory test today, so he's heading straight to the pharmacy and presenting his small card for his drugs. In the past, he would have been seen carrying his folder, but that is no more. In less than 10 minutes, Mr. Anane was called for his drugs. He is excited how fast things move now.
First, no, baby, wa kwa ufoda kura yenko yimra no eno ye ademu. Ena time wom di be hu foda no betena ho abi okra omu enhu just omu create another one at the mount. Na hesu the entisa bibia ye efa computer mu even lab kra kwa ya unru doctor no na emuaye na dru doctor no ho. Ntimtim se we na eboaye sen tete de no. Senke aban eboa ayaresa bia hodo ewo Ghana ha ewo saa kwan no so nke beboa Ghana fo nyina.
In most health facilities, revenue leakages often occur at their pharmacies. Here at the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, technology has not only kept that, but has also ensured there are no shortages of drugs, as explained by Director of Pharmacy, Dr. Robert Inkum.
As the Director of Pharmacy, one of the key responsibilities is to ensure availability of medicines. And ensuring that medicines are available also requires that you put in controls to check the utilization and then the storage of the medicines. And so this is able to help me to sit right here and my working area to monitor the stocks at the main pharmacy stores and then all the satellite pharmacy outlets in the hospital.
The Cape Coast Teaching Hospital is not the only tertiary facility reaping the fruits of the government's digital agenda. At the Kencity Teaching Hospital, the benefits from this are enormous.
But now I sit in my office and I can see all the patients who have come to Kencity this morning. And then I can track them where they are going, what services they are receiving. You see? And above all, monitoring is easy.
Here at the Kencity Teaching Hospital, the phenomenon where some national health insurance claims are rejected by the authority for lack of due diligence has ceased.
The insurance is not valid, but somebody can renew it for you today, and it's fake. So they'll bring it to us. We will see you at the end of the day. We'll send a claim to National Health Insurance, and then after 3, 4, 5 months, they will come back and say that this insurance is not valid. Now what this system has solved is that the system can check the validity of your insurance and then generate what we call the CC code, the claim code. Okay? So if it's a fake insurance there and then when you are registered, you'll be caught.
Technology has saved health staff here the tedious task of running from one department to another, chasing patients' information and other results. Ernestina Ntiamwa, the nurse in charge of special ward, says they are happy.
With the click of a button now, we are able to get patients' results because now, with the inception of the limbs, we have a centralized system where by just getting the date of birth and some information about the patient, you're able to get every information you need about the patient. So it's really helping us a lot.
At every survey print, there's very much reduction of time. It's saving the patients, it's saving the practitioners. And I think the key thing is that it's even helping us to see more and more patients.
It appears laboratory scientists are the happiest with this technology. They are happy because patients would not have to congregate at their small spaces for their results. Dr. David Sebi Saki is acting head of hematology.
Especially with the lab. Especially with the lab. If there's a place here, if I show you, you see some old results that have not been picked by doctors. It's not because they don't want to pick them, but they are also stressed up at the top, you know. And one doctor is on duty, they have requested, he managed to bring the sample down, and after the test, we also don't have a system where we can carry the result and send to them, you know. And before you realize that the result has delayed, you know, and its usefulness is doing business. So, and some of the results are there, but since these limbs, I think they are also enjoying it, and you hardly see a doctor or a nurse coming down, sitting down and wait for results. Patients go and they don't come to us again, they just go straight to the consulting room, and before they get there, doctor clicks a button and all the information of the patient is also there. So it has really, really helped a lot.
for the chronic care patients, they come on routine basis. You are able to schedule the appointment for them for their refill of their medication. In so doing, we do not have patients queuing for so long a time for their refills. Previously, they had to come and queue for their refills, but now we are able to give them their due dates and schedule appointments for them such that they know that when it is this day they come, and true to it, when they come, it's just a few people. We are able to quantify the number of people who are supposed to come in at a particular time to pick up their medication.
Above all, with every unit in this hospital fully digitized, it will be extremely difficult, if not impossible, for illegal transactions to take place, as explained by the Chief Executive, Dr. Nebo Sudanso.
The billing system is currently automatic. We've taken away the human interface because everything is actually loaded up front. So you do a particular service, all that the billing officer or the accounts office will have to do is to enter the services, and then it will generate the bill automatically. So there is no manipulation in the system in terms of the billing.
Ultimately, we want to have all hospitals digitized. This is the program that is being implemented. And with that, you will have a major reduction in the costs of healthcare in this country.
These are not the only exciting things happening in the health sector. Another intervention to make Ghanaians access drugs regardless of their location is being introduced. This is called electronic pharmacy. By the end of this year, you should be able to buy drugs from any pharmacy and get them delivered to you right in your home. And the process to make this a reality is underway. That's according to Albert Redu-Akon, Deputy Registrar in charge of Professional Development at the Pharmacy Council of Ghana.
So currently, we have developed the policy. We have the policy. What we are currently doing is the systems requirement so that we get a national platform where pharmacists will apply, hook on, and do online business. So there's no fears.
A lot of people have asked me, oh, I thought you were an economist, but why are you now doing digitization? Are you running away from economics? I said, no, the reason why we are doing digitization is because of the economy. Right, that we are putting in place the soft infrastructure, the pillars that will allow any modern economy to actually function in the way that the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has envisioned. So this is this vision that we are trying to deliver, and the digitization is in that particular context.
Other countries have done it. Ghana too can do it. This is not the only action government is taking to protect Ghanaians through digitization.
We will see a modernization of Ghana as the President Nana Akufo-Addo has asked us to do.
One love pour nos mamans Africa. Kumasi en sacrum Charlie. Je vais depuis que je suis môme, c'est Waté. Oh, and you m'n'était à bas. Et c'est même pas du Azonto, c'est ça. Mon passeport est français.